Faith at Faith&books. It's 5 o'clock on the same day that I filmed this morning's tour of the garden. I know this isn't book related, but I thought I'd do the second part of the tour because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. And I'm just in a really gardening mood. You can see the breeze is picking up. It feels like it's going to rain very soon. Oh, I see people walking on the street there. I don't know if you can see that through the trees. Anyway, I just thought, here, I don't want you to look at the cars with the license plate. I just thought I'd finish my tour. This is kind of the junky part. Oh dear, it's gonna rain. And 4-year-old's little balance bike is out. And he's really outgrown this thing. And he left that out. And there's the skateboard. Let's see, and we've got a dead bush, and somebody left a bucket out, and here's our trash cans, and another, oh boy, this really needs to be cleaned out, another rain barrel, and it's been raining a lot. There's a wagon that shouldn't be out. We really need to clean our garage. And there's his trike. This is his new favorite thing. We go for walks a lot in that, because I can push and he can pedal. And it makes for a good walk. Anyway, so the garden tour. So this is where I can never get anything to grow except for this horrible mugwort. And then these vines are taking over. We had black-eyed Susans here. We've tried a couple of times. My husband really loves those. They died, and these things keep coming back. So this is a very frustrating part of the garden. This is a brand new tree this spring. I think it's a red bud, but maybe not. The leaves look really unusual. We had a dogwood here that died, and so the gardener just replaced it with something, and I have to look up and see what it was. I just left it to his judgment. So, but it's looking pretty. It was bright pink buds, and now it's these beautiful light yellow leaves. I don't know what's going on with that. These shrubs are old. They've been there for a long time. Then this area here is so bad. This is the worst part. I want to get a bunch of shade plants, deer resistant, because the deer really come through here a lot. We have this beautiful, magnificent Japanese snowball tree. I mean, it's a shrub that's turned into a tree. It's just, look how tall it is. It's really quite magnificent, but it only blooms for a few weeks of the year, and then it's just this sort of scrubby, understory sort of tree. So we need more things around it. There's our wood pile. And then let me come over here. Try not to trip. The grass really needs mowing over here. Let's see. This is what I call a side yard. And see that hole there? The deer come in and out of there. There's a little stretch of trees, and there's a stream there. And the deer come in and out, and they come down through our yard and cross that way. So we had to put up this fencing, which is quite ugly, I think. But we had almond trees here, and they died. So we decided we didn't want almonds anyway because our youngest daughter is allergic to tree nuts. She suddenly developed an allergy where her lips and her throat swelled up, and so she doesn't do tree nuts anymore. So they died, so we just replaced them with it's either peach or nectarine because they've been doing so well. There's concrete. And the same kind of set of plants, yarrow, hyssop, and look at that beautiful concrete. I can't get over how gorgeous concrete is. All along here is our little orchard. There's the last peach or nectarine tree. They're really almost the same thing. And then this is apple. And there's another apple. And there's a third apple. And we had 3 scrawny trees that we just cut down so that there's more sun. So there's a tree there. But it's gone now. I didn't want too many cut down because I like having the trees. But look at that broken branch up there. But we wanted the tree, we thought that the apple trees weren't doing well. They didn't die, but they didn't look good either. So we thought we needed to get them more sun. So we did cut down a couple of smaller trees. That's a fort that my husband built years ago with our older kids. This is the really junky area of the yard. And then on this side of the path, we have some Chinese chestnut trees growing. And we actually have 3 of those. We have another one through the yard, past the swing set to where the raised beds were. At the bottom of that hill is another Chinese chestnut, which is not doing well. It looks like it's got a disease. So I'm wondering about these guys, how they'll do. They're looking pretty healthy. So mushrooms in there. And then I'll just take you on a little, if you go back up here, you can see the screen porch where I sometimes record videos. And then we come down this path. And this is still our yard. And it's kind of junky. I'd like to do nicer things with it. This is my son's archery. See that? It's kind of falling apart. He needs to bring it in. He used to be into archery. Just various junky things stuck back here. There's the fort. Last year we had foxes living under this thing. And I grew to hate those foxes. They looked right under there because they would poop all over our driveway every morning. I don't know how many there were. It was like a mother, I don't know if does the male live with them? And then a bunch of, cubs. And they just pooped all over our driveway. Every morning it would just be covered. I just grew to hate them. And they carry rabies too. So wild fox are really pretty to look at. We have both kinds here. We have the red fox, and which is kind of a symbol of Virginia. And we also have the gray fox. But I sort of lost my affection for fox after that. Anyway, this path, every few years we get mulch put on it. This is still our yard, so we're looking back up there. This is our old Christmas tree. We just dump our Christmas trees down here. And then this is the little stream that marks the end of our property. You can see it down there. Before this was all grown up, my kids used to like to sit on that tree and read. The shrubs need to be cut back, I guess. I can hear somebody talking. There's a jogging path right down here at the end of our yard. My son, the one with the archery set, is also somewhat interested in beekeeping. He's thinking of clearing an area here and putting up beehives. Maybe a beehive or a couple of beehives, which would be neat. I don't know if he's actually going to do it, but it's kind of a neat idea. It's fun to think about. There's our stream where our yard ends. I think that tent stake might be marking the end. Not sure. Anyway, and then we come down here, and this, see where people are on the path. But there's the pond that I was telling you about, and then across the way there's a path that goes down into the ravine. This used to all be an orchard when we moved in. There people are coming, so I don't want to get them. We have a lot of people that, especially since the COVID thing, lots of people out walking with their kids or walking their dogs or jogging. So I mean, it's very nice. I miss the orchard. It was beautiful. There were cherry and apple and plum. Really nice orchard that had been there for years and years and years. But then the woman who owned it died, and they sold the property, and they built these huge, pretentious McMansions that go for a couple of million, and they're so I really resent them. I think they're ugly as sin. And I want my orchard back. I'm a country girl. I should live in the country. Anyway, that is a tour of my garden, my yard. Here we are again at the backyard. That's the fenced-in portion. And it's a swing set my husband and my son built for the little 4-year-old. And so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you later. Bye.